a mighty fine day we're having.
You're right, this is one mighty fine day, and this might be our best lead yet. I mean, look at this article. A little girl found dead and a pirate's hook in their chest. Pirates. What do you feel about this?
It's elementary, my dear Tony. It must have been a pirate himself that took his life. We must go back in time and explore to find the pirate that killed this man.
Okay, I get that, but like, how exactly?
Like this.
Yarg! We be in pirate times! Now let's go find that killer!
This is a raid!
What is this, some kind of raid?
We're here to investigate the murder of Richard Pozo. Do you know anything about this Blackbeard?
Yarg, what a handsome chap.
Alright. If you would be so kind, would you answer us some questions, Mr. Beard? Even if that is your real name.
So, do you by any chance know any information about how the Age of Exploration led to the Age of Piracy?
Mr. Beard! Ye age of exploration was for prospering kingdoms looking for more land to claim as ye own. Lots of golds and riches for the mighty sailors. It gave me the chance to steal their booty. These Europeans, they was trading, but why would I give them goods for goods while taking them out of the kindness of my own heart? It seems much more fun.
That sounds a lot more like greed and kindness, Mr. Beard.
I don't even know what that word means. Anyways, we started off as mere sailors and merchants, but then realized we can have all the power and riches to ourselves. I guess you can say it's the golden age of sailors.
You mean pirates, right?
What be those future words for wrong?
So how exactly were you so special in this age of pirates?
Mr. Beard?
Yar, so when I was an English pirate, it was during the golden age of piracy, and I gained a notorious reputation, and me and my crew attacking settlements in the Caribbean Sea and along the Atlantic coast of North America. However, I am probably most famous for my legendary blockade of Charleston Harbor in South Carolina. I entered Charleston Harbor in my ship known as the Queen's Anne's Revenge with, 3 other ships, but they're just small ships. I proceed to plunder 5 merchant ships entering or leaving the harbor. But the shipping traffic in the harbor came to a standstill in fear of the pirates, so props to me and my mates. In one of the vessels, I took a group of prominent Charleston citizens as hostages, who were later ransomed without their clothes for a chest of medicine, full of medicine. It was like really full. And then I escaped north, where then I ran 3 of the ships aground and marooned most of his crew. Many believe I just marooned his crew so he could keep greater portion of the treasure acquired from Charleston. I guess I'm the only one who know, eh? Nevertheless, I escaped to North Carolina and I accepted a pardon under the Royal Act of Grace.
Well, thank you, Mr. Beard. So by any chance, what did you do to Richard?
Oh, I did hear of him, poor soul. Now how about I help ye on that investigation there of yours?
How so?
May know of a few pirates, and they may have been the one responsible for the murder. They be Davy Jones and Calico Jack.
Calico Jack?
Thank you for this information.
Mr. Beard!
It's a pleasure to have you in this investigation.
Yeah.
Mighty fine day we're having.
Sure is. I guess you can even say it's sunny out.
If I were to ask, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hold on. Let me get out my double monologues. Why, I be Davy Jones, a pirate captain during the 1630s who sailed across the Indian Ocean. Or, at least, that's what certain people say. I don't like telling my story to just anyone. So all you need to know are the stories others tell of me. Such as that, I was a pub owner in London who used to drug unfortunate drinkers in his aid pocket and sold them as slaves to the pirates. However though, my history is foggy. The phrase, Davy Jones Locker, is generally well known. The phrase refers to the bottom of the sea. So when someone says they'll send you to Davy Jones, it means they'll send you to the bottom of the sea.
Alright then. So, what was life like as a pirate?
Life as a pirate is being recognized as thieves or violent criminals of the open seas. Pirates would usually eat salted meat, salted biscuits, and bone soup, since there would be no way to preserve food safely. A staple beverage that pirates would drink is lots and lots of alcoholic beverages, such as beer and ale. While the higher ranks, such as captains and pirate ships, would have their own private quarters to sleep in, the lower rank would just sleep anywhere and in hammocks. However, conditions on a pirate ship were really harsh, which can also explain why pirates had horrible hygiene. But then again, most of them didn't care. Pirates contracted scurvy, a disease where they would lose their teeth, have internal bleeding, and certain organs would shut down. A pirate's life would include lots of stealing from others, maintaining their ship, eating, drinking, and definitely being merry and party. The 11 rules that every pirate would have to follow by are: every man shall have equal vote in affairs of moment. Don't steal from other pirates. No gambling. Follow the curfew. Always be ready for battle. No romance. Stand by the ship and its crew. Any disputes shall be settled offshore with pistols and cutlasses. Whoever loses a limb gets 800 pieces of 8. Certain ranks have certain privileges. The band shall never break. Pirates would usually wear bandanas, eye patches, hooks, and clothes of a sailor. That should be about it, eh?
By any chance, does pirating involve
Murder?
What are you getting at, boy?
We want to know if you're a part of the Richard Pozo case.
Don't bite off more than you can chew and get that camera out of my face.
It was you!
Excuse me, sir, but if you're going to break into me home, at least explain why first.
Sorry, friend. What we want to know is exactly who you are.
I'm Calico Jack. They call me Calico because of the kind of calico clothing I wore. I was an English pirate famous for two reasons. My design of the famous Jolly Roger flag, a skull with 2 crossed swords, and for having 2 female pirates, Mary Read and Anne Bonny, in my crew. I was a notorious pirate who terrorized the waters around the Bahamas and Cuba.
Oh, very interesting. Would you be okay with asking some questions about what pirates were really like?
Why, sure.
To start, did pirates really bury their treasure so other people wouldn't find it?
Well, yes and no. Some did, of course, but it wasn't like every pirate did this. The reason for this was because of the business they're in. They didn't expect to live that long. This is why they did not think to long term.
So, did pirates really make people walk the plank?
There isn't really any evidence that this happened at all. Though this did not happen very much, there was way worse punishment that people had to face, called keel hauling, in which the person would be tied to the bottom of the ship and dragged and be very injured or die. Sounds fun, ain't it?
Well then, what about pirate speech? Is that true?
Sorry for breaking your peanut-sized brains, hopes, and dreams, but no, we don't say R and matey. That only
Are there any bathrooms around here?
As I was saying, that only happens in Hollywood or awful YouTube videos.
Well, if this is all not true, how about eye patches, or peg legs, or parrot pets? They must all be fake, right?
Actually, no. There has been many accounts of pirates having pet parrots, wearing eye patches, peg legs.
And hooks, like the ones that killed Richard Pozo!
Well, I ain't got no hooks.
Wait, Davy Jones had both his hands too!
Mr. Beard!
It was you! You were the one with the hook!
Ma'am, you are under arrest! Let's go, bucko. It's spooky time, my dudes.